the role of the database administrator involves, just learning, continuous learning, because the technologies are constantly evolving. And sometimes there might be just some expansions. You might have a vendor that is not using your primary platform, right? There might be an application, and they're not going to build out a whole new infrastructure to support and hire a new DBA to support Oracle, because it's just one Oracle database for that supports an application or MySQL. And no, it's probably going to be you having to learn how to support MySQL. But what that does, it helps you expand your repertoire. Right. Recently, we got Snowflake dumped on our lap. Another department was using it, and then somebody said, "Hey, is this not supposed to be the DBA supporting this?" And suddenly, we are in the middle of getting certified for Snowflake and learning that. So they're not going to hire a new set of DBAs, right, to manage Snowflake and doing data warehousing and reports. We get to figure it out. So have that open mind to constantly learn. Even your core platform is always going to be evolving, right? SQL Server is always releasing new versions. You have to be able to keep up with what's new with SQL Server 2022. Why is it important to migrate to that platform? Because you're going to be looked up to as the subject matter expert to make some decisions, maybe within your team, right? To make recommendations. Well, this is a reason why we should move forward with this, or no. You might need to provide justification. So we have to be proactive in learning, spend time, have your own lab, go try it out, try things out, practice. If there's features and functionalities, go for conferences, go for training, but just have that constant learning mindset. That continuous development mindset is super important. Just have that constant, growth mindset, document everything, right? It's very important to document your processes, right? Create run books for every event. When I mean events, if you do migration, what's the process we use for migration? Have a run book for that. When we do installation, what's the run book? When we configure availability groups, what's the playbook? What's the run book? Right? Have that. If we're doing a change, what's the process? Change requests, approval by director. Next step, have those run books in place, have documentation. It makes decision making easier and fast. You're not confused. I'm not trying to figure out what's going on. Naming conventions, access requests, access management. Have a run book for all of those things. These are the things that take you from, elevate you as a database administrator into that senior level. Start going beyond start thinking of yourself as not just a technician. See yourself as an architect. See yourself as an automation engineer. I did last week's session was on the different roles or different titles that DBAs go by now. And so we're not just database administrators anymore in 2025. It's the role has evolved. Right, it's evolving into other areas. It's wider in scope, and people are looking for a little bit more, out of their database administrators.